go read that Will Smith book. You see where the anger from that night came from. It was all throughout his life feeling powerless, all throughout his life feeling not good enough, feeling not tough enough. And it came to a head.
I've reached out to Chris, and the message that came back is that he's not ready to talk, and when he is, he will reach out. So I will say to you, Chris, I apologize to you. My behavior was unacceptable.
When a man has to put himself in a position like this to apologize, the number one factor is usually always ego. As men, our ego will be the death of us. And I don't even mean the death of us putting us 6 feet underground. I just mean the death of us. It will keep us out of certain conversations, out of certain rooms, if we're not able to check our ego. Man, one gem that I learned, and it stuck with me ever since I heard it, was if you're angry at somebody, write a long, angry, mad text message about how you feel and then delete it. Because what happens when we let our ego take the best of us, our ego get the best of us, all logic, all thinking of repercussion goes out the fucking window. And we could mess around and do something that really screws us up because we let our emotions and our ego get the best of us. Somebody also told me that your ego is just a false narrative. Our ego is a false narrative. Like, if you feel like people at your job are out to get you, that's just your ego, creating a narrative in your head. And, the more and more you feed into it, it's going to lead you to destruction because you're not going off of logic. You're not moving off of logic. So I feel like ego could have stopped all of this. Number two, I feel like we gotta accept Will Smith apology just for the simple fact, if we can't learn to forgive people, especially for doing something, that's not like, I mean, come on, he ain't shoot up a school, he ain't, poison the water of a whole city or something, you know what I'm saying? He just, defending his wife or whatever. So he says, we can't cancel him because when the tables are turned and you do something fucked up and your family don't want you coming around, it's been 6 years, it's been 7 years, your people don't want to invite you over to the family reunion because you did this one bad thing. Life is short, man. And another gem somebody else says, you could have a mean mug, you could hold a mean mug at somebody, but eventually your muscles in your face are gonna get tired. So I just want to say that now I understand from Chris Rock's perspective, if he never want to forgive Will Smith, he never want to, talk to him because, I mean, he basically just deboed me in front of all my peers. It's going to be hard for Chris Rock to walk in a room and somebody not make a joke about slapping a Will Smith. I really got a lot of perspectives when it comes to this whole situation of, the whole reason why Will Smith tried to justify why he did it was because Chris Rock had been shooting slugs at Jada. But if I'm not mistaken, Chris Rock and Jada, they were beefing ever since the Make the Oscars So White thing, where Chris Rock was actually hosting and Jada Pinkett, she was boycotting it. And so Chris Rock was like, how you gonna boycott the Oscars? You wasn't even invited. He said something. He said it's like Rihanna panties. Hey, I was never invited, and so that one, and I think just the culmination of it happening the night he was supposed to win Best Actor. He went up there and once again let his ego get the best of him. But he made that joke about the alopecia. So, that's 2 shots in public at your wife, around your peers. I don't know. I would have checked them afterwards. I would have checked them behind closed doors. I feel like that would be more player. checking him behind closed doors and it just being a rumor. But you not seeing this. You not, two black men. You know how they say black folks, we don't know how to act. We get somewhere. It was just really bad. It was just a really ugly thing that all stemmed from his ego. But I gotta say, man, we gotta give Will a break. I ain't gonna lie, this video it didn't look good. It wasn't the best, like, in my opinion.
And I'm here, behave in that moment.
Because this remind me of when I was like super religious, and every time I would mess up, I go to God and repent, and I'd be like, God, I know I messed up, and I know the last time I said I was gonna be better, but man, this time I promise, and I'm gonna do every, you know what I'm saying, just to screw up the next time and then have to do it. This is what that video reminded me of.
There's no part of me that thinks that's the optimal way to handle a feeling of disrespect or insults. After Jada rolled her eyes, did she tell you to do something? No. It's like,
come on, bro. It's like the laugh. It's like that little smirk. I watch body language experts, right? And one thing that is common that I hear all the time is when somebody is in trouble or they're being accused of something, one admission of guilt is a smirk, like, hey, I'm getting away with this. I'm getting away with this.
Like, I made it.
And that's why I don't know. I don't know, man. What y'all think? Let me know in the comments. Do y'all forgive Will Smith? Do y'all not forgive Will Smith? Do you think he was in the right for defending his wife? If you was Chris Brown, if you was Chris Rock, if you was Chris Brown, they probably would have been duking it out. I don't know if Chris Brown might be making an apology video if it was him. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I appreciate y'all for watching. Peace out.